Kris is firing back at Donald Judd's lawsuit, which accuses Kim Kardashian of promoting cheap knockoffs of his furniture designs. According to whispers in the legal circles, Kris isn't mincing words. She's slamming the allegations as nothing but a cheap stunt to boost Donald Foundation business. Kris adamantly asserts that Kim would never stoop to promoting knockoffs, especially ones that don't even belong to Donald. In Kris's eyes, this lawsuit is nothing more than a desperate grab for attention and money. She's confident that the Donald Foundation will get what's coming to him, and she's not about to let him tarnish the Kardashian name in the process. Let me provide you some context about the lawsuit. The estate of minimalist contemporary artist Donald Judd filed a lawsuit against Kardashian this week, claiming the fashion and beauty mogul promoted cheap knockoffs of his furniture designs. The basis of the suit is a 2022 video Kardashian posted to YouTube, in which she gives a guided tour of the offices for her then brand new makeup company, SUED by Kim. The video, which the suit alleged received some 3.7 million views, was seemingly made private following the lawsuit filing. While touting her office's minimalist design, Kardashian specifically praises a sleek, large-scale wooden table with a set of matching chairs that are perfectly sized to slide beneath, creating a piece resembling less a dining table and more a brutalist sculpture. These Donald Judd tables are really amazing and totally blend in with the seats, Kardashian says, moving a chair out to show the camera. An artist and sculptor, Judd was known for his minimalist designs emphasizing clean, whole shapes and industrial materials. As they appear in the video, the table and its matching chairs in Kardashian's office resemble Judd's famous La Manzana table and chair 84, pieces that have become iconic among furniture designers and collectors since they were first produced in 1982. The Judd Foundation still manufactures and sells these designs, though they come at a cost. The table is preset at $90,000 while the chairs retail for $9,000 each. But Kardashian's wares were not authentic pieces, the Judd Foundation wrote in the lawsuit filed Wednesday against both Kardashian and Clement's Design, the interior design firm she worked with in designing the SUED office space. And even if they were, the foundation categorically prohibits customers from using purchased Donald Judd furniture for marketing and promotional purposes, it says in its court filing. The foundation is claiming trademark infringement, copyright infringement, unfair competition, false advertising, and false endorsement of the knockoff items. Consumers who watched the video or read the media coverage were misled to believe Ms. Kardashian's tables and chairs were authentic Donald Judd pieces, the foundation states in the filing. It is seeking the profits it argues Kardashian and Clement's Design made off the use of Judd's name. Clement's Designs, according to the court filing, said it never claimed the tables and chairs were authentic Judd pieces and directed the foundation to settle the issue with Kardashian. In a statement provided to CNN, the design firm said the pieces it produced for Kardashian's office had obvious key differences to Judd's designs. The Judd Foundation's prior counsel acknowledged these differences, and since then, we have not heard from them in over a year and are now being blindsided with a lawsuit. Clement's Design's statement read, "Efforts were made to resolve this issue amicably at the time, and the Judd Foundation was unwilling to settle on reasonable terms. These claims have absolutely no merit." To add further insult, Kardashian's knockoffs were also, the lawsuit claims, seemingly made from plywood, a material that the Judd Foundation does not authorize. These poor-quality imitations masquerading as authentic Donald Judd tables and chairs harm the Donald Judd brand, the lawsuit argues. Consumers will see the cheap knockoffs and erroneously associate the low-grade pieces with the Donald Judd brand, the lawsuit states. The foundation claimed it also offered to replace the counterfeit tables and chairs with authentic pieces at a discount if Kardashian issued a retraction and edited the video, the lawsuit claims. Representatives for Kardashian offered to promote the Judd Foundation in a social media post, which the foundation rejected, and also offered to issue a retraction in the video caption, but not remove the video, the lawsuit claims. It's all about a lawsuit filed by foundation, but Kim also had a history of doing such creep things. See back in the day. Before her rise to fame, she had a sugar daddy named Joe Lo, an Asian man whom she has been accused of helping launder illegal money. Insiders claim that Kim frequently traveled with Joe Lo to gambling houses in Kazuya, and in 2009, she even claimed to have flown back to LA with a trash bag full of $250,000 cash that he won from a casino in Las Vegas. But it turns out that this might have been part of a larger money laundering scheme, as Joe Lo has been implicated in such activities. The insider wrote, "Lo is wanted by international authorities in connection with a multi-billion-dollar money laundering scheme. He is accused of being the mastermind behind a scheme to siphon $4.5 billion from the Malaysian state-run Economic Development Fund, One Malaysia Development development Berhad. She was investigated by the FBI, but they couldn't pay anything on her, so she was never charged with anything. But things got even weirder because, well, Kim and her siblings have been making weird moves that suggest that their finances aren't as cushy as they make it look, because they have been accused of tax evasion using the California Community Church. Yes, the California Community Church was founded by Kar Jenner momager Kris Jenner in 2009, and it was registered as a non-profit organization that requires members to pay a monthly fee of $1,000 and donate 10% of their annual income to the church. Of course, the Kardashians are among the members who donate the 10%, which translates into a 10% tax reduction each year. This tax reduction is significant, especially for someone like Kim, who claims to earn about $80 million annually, which amounts to $8 million tax reduction. What's even more questionable is that Kris Jenner is the owner of the church, which means that whenever the Kar Jenner sisters give their 10% donation, it's essentially going to their mother. As a result, Kris could potentially find a way to give the money back to them, which ultimately means that they don't really donate anything at all yet still benefit from the tax reduction. Yes, very shady. The whole situation appears to be quite suspicious, and it certainly comes across as shady as F. But it still doesn't end there, because a lot of things still don't add up about Kim's finances, and people are convinced that she has been inflating her income and network. Listen, these thieves' pockets have holes in them, and this is the kind of shadiness that is nothing new to the Kardashians, because we all remember how Kylie was exposed by Forbes for lying about how much her Kylie Cosmetics brand was worth, and she ended up losing her billionaire status. Well, Kim is still officially noted as a billionaire, but people think that she doesn't act like it. Last year, she was investigated by the SEC after she advertised the cryptocurrency Ethereum Max without adding a disclaimer to show that it was a sponsored ad and she had gotten paid to do so. By advertising without stating that it was an ad, she had taken part in a pump and dump scheme that was aimed at increasing the price of cryptocurrency before it was sold to investors, and she was fined $1.26 million. People have pointed out how weird it is that Kim would still be running ads on Instagram, even as a billionaire, because that is certainly not billionaire behavior. It's giving more Instagram influencer rather than billionaire businesswoman. And this is another reason people think that low-key she isn't as rich as she wants us to think, and according to Kanye, people are right about that. While Kim is definitely far from the opera girl, she has way less money than people think, and this is why Kanye was always careful to keep his money separate from hers, even when their marriage was still going well. He never wanted to get financially tied up with her because he knew that he would be losing a lot of money at the end of the day. A source spoke to People magazine and said they keep their accounts basically separate. And it looks like her financial problems might have gotten only worse since her divorce from Kanye, because she is in a heavy debt of $48 million, which is just insane to think about. A year ago, she took out a mortgage of $48 million on her $70 million mansion. And the crazy thing is that she can't ask her family for help because every single one of them is heavily in debt too. Her mom, Kris Jenner, has a very long list of debt, and according to The Sun, she first of all took out a loan for $7.25 million in August 2018. But the following month, she was superseded by a new agreement for a whopping $40 million loan with the financial company Crosswind Venture Fund. Then in January 2019, she borrowed $5.2 million and $5.25 million in June of that year, according to Property Reports. Listen, everybody's borrowing money. Kylie also borrows $7.5 million. And long story short, the Kardashians are $132 million in debt, which is crazy. But hey, they gotta pay for their designer clothes and private jets somehow, right? Plus, their financial worries are just the latest in a long streak of what people are calling their flop era, and they might want to level up their game very quick, and I mean quick. And if Kim thinks Kanye might bail her out, well, she better think again, because sources report that Kanye is 100% focused on his new wife Bianca and has zero thoughts of regard towards Kim outside of their 4 kids. Why this is just crazy. And people have comments saying that whole family's wealth is built on shams and scams, not to talk about faking their documents to end up on rich lists and etc. More and more are seeing their lives. Not even a momager can do anything to save them from their well-deserved downfall. Prenuptial agreements save Kanye from a whole lot of grief. Smart men hope they go down hard, and they're broke. It's all smoke and mirrors. That's why she's trying to get North to work. Listen, the Kardashians and her family are some wild or crazy kids, but if you think that's crazy, just wait until you see the chaos in the next video.